We've been battered and bruised, and we've moved and come back. Our colors don't change. We're silver and black. Commitment to excellence starts up every year. No powers on earth will drown out our cheer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of our mighty silver and black, and unto these colors for which we stand, greater nation under a groove, with free speech and liberty. Remember the tools. He who has ears, let him hear. I hereby declare I am a Raiders fan. I am a Raiders fan.
Hello, Raider Nation. Welcome back to Monday Nights Live. I'm your host, Raider Homer, and I'm joined by the beautiful Raiderette Vanessa, and we have 4 great guests lined up for tonight's show.
Oh boy, where are we at? Oh goodness, just kidding. What's up, Raider Nation? It's Raiderette Vanessa. So be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe Section 105 Media Network, as well as us on all of your favorite social medias or social accounts. Social media accounts.
Yeah, I think
there
that'll
you go.
work. One of those. All right, now let's go over how Monday Nights Live works. It's like a football game, but instead of 4 quarters, we have 4 guests. We break for the 3-ring Circus halftime show after the second caller, and you won't want to miss what Raiderette Vanessa, Oakland Raider Savage, and Raider Puppet have in store for the halftime show.
All right, so kicking off tonight's show is Our Lady of Raider Nation. And then closing out the first half of the show is Tavo and Scotty Watty of Los Malosos. I hope I said that right. I always kill that name. And the Death Star Raiders Booster Club. So, and then kicking off the second half of the show is Ken Webb and AKA, what is it, Afro?
Afro Deesiac.
Deesiac. See, I've never heard to say it. So, all right. So, and then taking us to the 2-minute warning is Andy Cervantes with Andy's Raiders merch.
All right, now, during the 2-minute warning, we wrap up the show, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the Raiders and the Raider Nation. So be sure to stay tuned, Raider Nation, because you never know what might be said throughout this show, as you longtime viewers very well know. Now, some Raider news right here. Let me turn down my volume a little bit. Raider news. Of course, we got Derek Carr's extension. That could be the topic of the week. Do you think that was a good extension? Could he have gotten more? Should he have gotten less? Should he have been traded? Let us know what you think in the chat line, Raider Nation. No Raider mailbag. Anybody that has merch out there, if you'd like to send some merch for us to show on the show, please contact us, and we will send you our information so that you can do that. Announcements. Again, we'll be broadcasting from from the Black Hole Draft Party from the Tropicana. Look, I'm messing it up too. See? Right now, that's Raiderhead show. I'm super excited about this broadcast because, of course, as you know, I've discovered Raiderhead about 2 or 3 years ago, and I've really been infatuated with them. So, I've just been listening and promoting. So I'm happy to bring them to you live. They have a great show. All right, now, prayers. You want to send out some prayers today, babe?
So send out prayers to both Jesta and Jester Raider, as well as, let me see, anybody else who is dealing with health issues. So Jasper's family, after Ed passed away, played for Raiders in 2005. So prayers out to everybody who needs them.
Amen to that.
Amen.
All right, cool. Now, let's go ahead and kick off the show. We're going to kick it off with our first guest, Our Lady of Raider Nation. She's been, coming up pretty strong here recently. She's going to be at the Tropicana. What the hell do you say that name?
Tropicana.
Yeah, the Tropicana.
There's no R's. You're not rolling your R's.
Tropicana. Well, but we always roll our R's on the show now, right?
Right.
All right, cool.
Roll your R's.
All right, cool. So we're going to kick off this show with Our Lady of Raider Nation. Jesus. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. This one.
I am a Raider fan, strictly an East Bay man. There's one thing I can't stand, and that's the 49ers. I will be dead and cold before I'm red and gold. One thing that must be told, I hate the 49ers. Won't ride no cable cars, don't go to no gay bars. Very fun, the Golden Gate. Just more things for me to hate. One thing that makes me sick, that team in Candlestick. Just let me say real quick, I hate the 49ers. It's a Raiders fan thing, if you know what I mean. You gotta get into the scene, 'cause it's like Halloween. We got a hell of a team, we take it to the extreme. Read about it on the Raider Fan magazine.
All right, Raider Nation, we are back with Our Lady of Raider Nation. Thank you for coming on, Our Lady of Raider Nation. How you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, doing well. So messing up this show tonight because we're all over the place. It's like, oh man.
It's okay.
Well, to be fair, we got a family of 5, so it gets hectic. You know what I mean?
We gotta make sure everybody's set on that side. It's like, okay, ready? Okay, break. Let's go.
As a single mom to 3, I completely understand.
And then too, we got the dogs. Make sure they're fed. They're not scratching at the door coming in. We live.
Oh,
All right, cool. So this is your first time on the channel, and here on the Section 105 Media Network, we like to, record the history of the Raider Nation, and that includes finding out how people became fans and how, or who inspired them to become quote-unquote super fans. So let's go ahead and start off the interview, finding out, if you want to go ahead and take over this interview, Raiderette.
All right. So when did you become a Raiders fan?
I officially became a Raiders fan in 2006. My ex-husband, he gave me 3 things: 2 amazing children and the Raiders. So I became a fan in 2006.
Nice. All right. So I don't think I've ever seen you geared up. I don't know. Like I said, tailgates everywhere. There's so many people to, I run into and then try to take pictures with everybody. It's just so hectic. But I don't know if I've ever seen you in costume, which I think I have. I don't know. So, but what made you take the next step as a fan and, gear up?
Well, my last boyfriend, he and I would go to the games in Oakland. And before COVID, he actually was a fashion designer. He was supposed to help me come up with one. I wanted to dress up. I wanted to show my loyalty and, how involved I was with going to the games and stuff. So I actually didn't debut my costume until 2022. I'm sorry, till 2020. I apologize. Till 2020. No, 2021. Yeah, August of 2021. I'm so sorry with my dates. But August of 2021, I made my debut. And I love it. I love, going to games, dressing up. I love being able to show my loyalty for the team. I don't know if you guys have watched soccer, as well. But soccer, I'm a soccer player. They do the same thing, and I wanted to do it for the Raiders. So
Yeah, that's cool. I started gearing up in probably 2018. Originally, I just started it to have a moniker for the YouTube channel because, I'm not very photogenic as we've talked about on this show. You know what I mean? And I just freeze up. If I'm staring in front of a camera, I freeze up. So the mask helps me do the show and record, what's going on in the Raider Nation. So, that it means a lot to me, to be able to contribute to the Raider Nation like that, because this fan base has a lot of great fans doing a lot of great things out there. So with that being said, what does the Raider Nation mean to you?
I am very excited to participate in the nonprofit part of the Raider Nation. I like helping children out. One of the things that my primary focus is mental health. So my per diems that I get for appearances go to mental health. My friend has a medical company that I donate anything that I earn to a mental health organization.
That's awesome. Yeah, I do a lot of charity work. Raider Vanessa does a lot of charity work with Forever Oakland. Yep. So, that's awesome that, you care about things like that. And we got the softball tournament coming up. We're going to talk with Tavo and Scotty a little bit about that. So, maybe somewhere down the road you can help us and we can help you. Because, again, that's what... Yeah, because the Raider Nation, is always doing great things. We go over flyers on this show. As for, we've been covering the Easter events that have been going on, all the basket drives. So, love seeing what the Raider Nation can do. Love to promote it if they're doing good things.
Yes, I agree. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so as we were talking about a little while ago, we're going to be at the Tropicana, broadcasting Raiderhead. Of course, you all heard Raiderhead in the intro music to this interview. I'm super excited. Raiderhead's been around for a long, long time. They even are tied to Raider Fan Radio, which is, they started internet radio back in 2002. They also, Rob is a part of that group, who is the founder of the Raider Nation. So lots of good things coming up, being around those people. Excited to help promote them. So how excited, though? The draft is in Vegas, of course. Lots of Raider Nation is going to just move on in. There's all kinds of parties going on. So how excited are you about the draft being in Vegas?
I am super excited. I love Vegas. Obviously, it's the home for the Raiders, so I think it's the best place to have the draft. And I, too, will be at the Tropicana for the draft hole, black hole draft party, Thursday and Friday. You'll be there Thursday and Fridays, right?
I know Friday for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to stop by on Thursday as well. Again, Rob Rivera, Black Hole Rob, he was on this show actually a couple years back, and he was talking about the deals coming down the pipe that the Black Hole had organized. So I love how they are working with the hotels and things like that to provide a free event for Raider Nation. So definitely excited about that.
Yes.
So.
That's awesome, yeah. And they have codes too if you wanted to stay 2 nights or 3 nights that you can plug in for the people if they're going to be traveling out there to get 20 and 30% off.
Nice. Now, Wayne, Rilla, and Senor, great guys, man. I mean, I've been drunk with Senor. I've learned a lot from Wayne, and Mark is super inspirational with a lot of his quotes and posts and things like that. They're going to be there at the Tropicana. They've inspired a lot of people. Have you had the chance to meet them? And, what is it like to hang around with guys like that if you have?
I have not had the honor of meeting them yet. I am so looking forward. There's been a couple exchanges, through messaging here and there, but I am definitely, so excited and honored to be hosting the draft party with them at the Black Hole event.
All right, cool. So, lots going on. Got the draft coming up. Free agency was doing great. How are you feeling about the team? We went to the playoffs last year. Coaching changed, though, this year. But it looks like they didn't miss a beat. How are you feeling about this team this year?
Ooh, you just gave me the chills with the draft that they've already done, especially with getting Adams. I'm super excited for the season. I really think that we have a very good shot at taking the Super Bowl this year.
Well, you're talking to a Raider homer, so I'm all in on the Super Bowl for sure. Let's go ahead and win 3 or 4 in a row. You know what I mean? We got the Patriots coaches coming in, the Patriots GM coming in. Let's go ahead and win. Now, I know Rob, I know you don't want to hear that, man. He doesn't like the patriotizing of the Raiders. A lot of people don't. But you know what? I'm still going to watch, Rob. Please forgive me. But yeah, I'm excited about this season. We'll definitely be there a lot, covering a bunch of the events there, going to the games, enjoying the tailgates. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Real quick though, before we ask you a final question, what about the tailgates? Did you make it to any tailgates last year?
With COVID, I went to only one. I went to a preseason game out here at SoFi, but with, as COVID is active as it was last year, and I have 3 children, I did my best to try to prevent us from getting COVID. So, but this year it's on.
Yeah, it's always, good to be safe. But I know that you have, a lot to talk about. You have a lot that you got going on. So if you would like to ask this final question on the way out.
Yeah, so I hear you have a podcast. What's the name of your podcast? Tell us a little bit about that.
My podcast is called Nikki After Dark. I am actually a spiritual wellness health coach. So, like I said earlier, I'm very big on having good mental health. So I teach and coach within the aspects of, having a healthy mind, body, and spirit, and how they all work together. So, I have had some people on there and we've done interviews, but and my podcast is a little different because I start asking a little bit more about their spirituality and what people do to keep their mind clear, and how they stay healthy, especially in the mind. Like I said, mental health is super important to me.
Absolutely, yeah, that's pretty cool, and it just kind of like what triggers the mind and what triggers that individual. So that's pretty cool that you're able to help them out with all that. That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely, we'll have to check it out. So how does Raider Nation find you out on Facebook, or how do they find you? How does Raider Nation find you? There you go.
Just Our Lady of Raider Nation. No spaces, no periods. Just Our Lady of Raider Nation. I'll pop up. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty easy.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for coming on. Looking forward to having you on the broadcast at the Tropicana. And we'll see you out there and find another way to get you on the channel here pretty soon. Looking forward to hearing your podcast as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys taking the time to have me on. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see where. All right, Raider Nation. There you go. Our Lady of the Raider Nation here on Monday Nights Live for the first time. You heard her story. You know where she's going to be at during the draft. Find her on social media and make sure you get to that draft party for the Black Hole. Yeah, so I guess now it's time to check the chat line, huh?
Yep, check the chat line. Who's all in there? We got Izal, Speedy Number Dose in the house. We got Anna Diaz. What's up? Hello, everyone, she says. Who else? We got Scotty Watty. So we'll be hearing from here in a little bit. Hearing from him. Blah, blah, blah. Jeez, what's going on tonight?
We need to drink more.
Jeez, I guess.
Drink more and relax.
Calm down. Usa. Wait, should I do it? Usa.
All right, Raider Nation, if you're in the chat line or if you're watching, get in the chat line. Hop in there. Give us your opinion on Cards Extension or anything that you would like to talk about as far as the Raiders or maybe some upcoming Raider Nation events, shows, whatever you think you would like to talk about. Bring it up in the chat line. We will be hitting up the chat line in between every call. So we're looking forward to hearing from you. Now, also, stay tuned for the 3 Ring Circus halftime show. Raider Puppet has got new footage for us, new content. Then, of course, Oakland Raider Savage is looking like he's going to pull it into an overtime drive again. We'll find out what happened with Oakland Raider Savage. But, look, We're always going to provide you some kind of content here on the Section 105 Media Network, so just stay tuned. Let's move on with our next caller, which is Tavo Romanowski and Scotty Watty.
We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. Sometimes I wake up at 7 and take a shot of presidente. But only with mi gente, only los jefes de jefes. We reppin' the section wherever the Raider Nation is. A great relationship with all my boys who play to win. Made some friends with some sick ass vatos like Los Molosos de Monterrey. Homie, shout out Tavo. Yeah, we all bosses. Like the homie Raider, my bosses. And my boy Polo was fresher than Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Some people pop lock it just like Creeper. In an all black jersey and some fresh white sneakers. Just my keeper if she a Raiderette indeed. Like how me Jefe turned the mistress of the black hole to his queen. The team, you know what it be. Tiendes, Mendes. From Cali to Vegas to Arizona, we'll resend this. Living life like kings when we doing our thing. Much respect to all the compas. Yep, salute to my team. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. If I had the chance to choose the first pick in the draft, sang a banger Tom Flores, now we kicking your ass. Throwing magnificent passes from the flick of the hand. Got the defense realizing shit's hitting the fan. They need to draw up a plan, but instead they play a Pictionary. Shout out Carlitos and the Angel City Visionaries. We all legendary, props to every cruise flavor. SGV to Bakersfield with the Raider Crusaders. 2 acres of land, let's throw a festival. Porterville or San Bernardino, we grillin' vegetables. Asada pollo and some spicy ass ceviche too. Like Uncle Joe, LA Black Hole, I keep it true. We drinking brew, celebrating life and eating food. Living life kings and queens is how my people do. What up, Savage Nation and my G's from Wrecking Crew. If you got respect for me, I got respect for every crew. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. Now we eatin' lavish, and on the real you taste how sweet the crab is. All you can eat steak and shrimp with the League of Bandits. My baby girl, she's the baddest, and if she wants my lobster tail, she can have it. I'ma have a drink with Nami. We keep it crackin', some don't have no idea how much love we got for this. What up, Brianna? I see it. From here to Santa Maria, the Raider Nation keeps it blacked out. No fans allowed, and still in Vegas, it's a packed house. We black, brown, Asian, white, and all colors. Still, you know we bumpin' this in Mexico like all summer. A small number of people is who I celebrate with. So if you're with me right now, enjoy the celebration. We all class acts like the homie Mad Max. Loyalty is key, there ain't no snakes allowed in NASDAQ. Always humble, but I still know I'm a bad man. Putting on a show, no gente, let me hear those hands clap. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. Yeah, we all bosses. All my Raider familia. We all putting in work. Salute Big Polo, mistress of the black hole. I see y'all. It's all love. Shout out Nino and the Compton Wall. Big Vic and JoJo, all the homies from the Wrecking Crew. Javier, L.O.B. Dirty Jerz, what up? Cross our face.
All right, Raider Nation, we are back. Raider Homer and Raiderette Vanessa on Monday Nights Live with Scotty Watty and Tavo Romanowski. Man, guys, thank you for coming back on. Tavo, I haven't had you on here since, I think, the last year's international episode, so we'll get you back on for them. So thanks for coming on. And Scotty, thanks once again for all your support, dude. Going all the way back to Texas, man. You've been a strong supporter of this channel as well as the chapter back in Austin. I appreciate it. How y'all doing tonight?
For sure. Tavo, que muchas gracias, que no te había tenido en el programa en casi un año. Te está felicitando, te está dando las gracias y que cómo estamos ahora.
Ok. El evento es el cuarto evento aquí en Monterrey que hago de Malosos. El evento lo hago más que nada para toda la nación mexicana y todos los chapters que tenemos. Hacemos un tailgate al estilo de México, donde hay mariachi, caballos, música norteña, ballet folclórico, todo tiene que ver con lo de México, pero un poquito del tailgate de Estados Unidos.
Okay, so Tavo jumped right in, and he said he was speaking about Maloso Fest. That's going to be happening May 20th through 22nd in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. He just wanted people to know what it's about. They're going to have it's a huge Mexican party, but it's like a tailgate party, but Mexican style. They're going to have horses. They're going to have norteño music. There's going to be DJs. It's just a huge party that a lot of people are attending. A lot of people are coming from California. I know that. A lot of people come from Texas, and all the chapters in Mexico. There's going to be a whole bunch of them there too. So he just wanted to speak on that for now.
Well, take it away. Yeah, let's hear about that. I know that Tavo is also into unifying the Raider Nation down there in Mexico, and probably unifying across the world as well. So let's go ahead and get right into that and find out Tavo's hopes and dreams of what he's trying to do with the Raider Nation.
Okay. Tavo, dice Homer que él sabe muy bien que estás queriendo unir a todos los chapters de México, a Malosos, TNBH, TNBC, todo eso de México, y que hasta has llegado internacional, supongo que se refiere a Alemania, y quería que hablara sobre eso, de qué es lo que quiere. O de lo que quieras tú.
Ok, la visión de Malosos Monterrey es traer superfans de Estados Unidos. Ahora sí nos acompañan de Alemania. Esto lo hago para la gente que no puede ir a un tailgate, a un juego, que se tome fotos con superfans. Mi idea es traer a gente de Estados Unidos a Monterrey y invitar a toda la nación de México. En México tenemos varios chapters. Está el
TVH. Espérame tantito. Déjame traduzco esto primero. Tavo was saying that the vision of Malosos de Monterrey is to try to unite everybody, to bring all the super fans from the United States, to have them down in Monterrey, because a lot of times the people from Mexico or other places may not be able to go either up to the games or across the border, stuff like that. So what he wants to do is bring everybody together at one place. Also the chapters in Mexico, but we all see the super fans in the United States, and they all want to know him too. But sometimes it's just not possible to do that. So what he's trying to do is bring everybody together, and so he has this big event in Monterrey to be able to try to do that. Síguele ahí, Tavo.
Ok, el primer evento que a mí me invitaron en México fue Juan, del TVH Baja. Fue el primer evento que yo acudí y ahí me recibieron todos muy bien. Y entonces de ahí nació la idea de Malosos, traer superfans a Monterrey y hacerlo un poquito grande, que sepan que en Monterrey también tenemos nación. Tenemos trabajando esto yo trabajo con Juan el de Baja, con el TVH Baja, Raiders de la Baja,
espérame.
TVH México.
Espérame. He said the first event that he attended to was with TBH with Juan in Baja California, and from there he said, you know what, he wanted everybody to know that in Monterrey they do it big too, and so he thought of doing Maloso Fest, and he's been working with Juan from TBH and also Raiders de la Baja out in Tijuana, Rosarito area. And he's been working with them in conjunction to try to just create a great event for people to come to in Monterrey. Síguele ahí, Tavo.
Sí, nos apoyan casi todos los chapters. Con ninguno de México competimos. Malosos trae una visión para unir todos los chapters que hay en México. Nadie compite con nadie. Todos todos nos llevamos muy bien, gracias a Dios, todos nos apoyamos unos a otros, fuimos a Guadalajara, hemos ido a México, pues tú nos acompañaste a México, Scott, y la visión de Malosos no es hacerlo nomás en Monterrey, es hacerlo en todas las partes de México y llevar la fiesta al estilo México a cualquier parte del estado de México, ya sea México, Rosarito, Chihuahua, Chiapas con Jimena, tenemos mucha gente que nos apoya.
Okay. What he's explaining is he wanted everybody to realize that in Mexico they're not trying to compete with each other. They have people that are friends in Guadalajara. They have people that are friends in Mexico City, all over Mexico, and really it's just trying to unify everybody. He doesn't want there to be competition. He just wants everybody to be unified. And sometimes when you can be able to go to a different city and do different things, then he wants to be able to go over there and do that, and everybody's just, big Raider Nation, basically, is what he's saying.
Yeah,
go ahead, Homer.
Este es nuestro cuarto evento en Monterrey. La verdad, nos vienen nuevos superfans que nos acompañan. Viene Hollywood, viene Capitán Jack, viene Hitman, viene Puppet, viene Ryder Rita, viene Regina, La Charla. Vienen muchos superfans y mi idea es traer cada vez más superfans a México para hacer una fiesta, un tailgate grande, al estilo, no sé, el de cómics de San Diego, algo así, pero aquí en México.
So he's saying that he wants everybody to know that he really likes to have the super fans that come through. He named a few. I don't think I can remember them all, but he's talking about, I remember Hollywood, Captain Jack's going to be there, Raider Rita, several other super fans that are coming down there, and he just wants everybody to know that in Monterrey, they can get down just like they do in the United States. But again, it's his fourth year doing it, and every year it grows more and more, and it's just, an event that he's really proud of to have in Monterrey, because he wants everybody to know that they do it big in Monterrey, and there's a lot of Raiders in Monterrey too.
Yeah, I got to get down there to Mexico one day for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Scotty, you've been helping us trying to figure out what it takes to get down there and what the safe routes and all this and that. So, I appreciate all your help, man. And then, you've sort of become a liaison between Texas and Mexico, man. So you've been doing a lot of work, dude. I've seen you out there busting your ass to get some work in, dude, for the Raider Nation. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what you're doing. And I know that you just posted. Go ahead.
Let me give Tavo that info right there, just so he's on the same page. Tavo me está agradeciendo, Homer, que he hecho mucho trabajo por trabajar con los clubes de aquí, de Estados Unidos, con los de México, y que está muy agradecido que él quiere también ir a México, y que, como tú bien sabes, Tavo, he estado intentando darle información a Homer porque quiere ir a tu evento también, darle información del transporte, darle información de cómo puede llegar allí, cómo le puede hacer, pero le está haciendo la lucha de llegar, y ahora quiere que platique un poco sobre lo que yo estoy haciendo aquí en Estados Unidos. Si es que terminaste, Tavo, ¿tienes algo que agregarle?
Bueno, pues tengo que agradecer más que nada. Esto si no fuera posible sin los más tumbados que me han apoyado mucho, el tímido, Gonzalo, el Double G, Marlon, Sendis, los de la Estrella de la Muerte, todos estos clubes que me han ayudado mucho, el de la Raiders de la Baja, los de Juanito Ramos, todos ellos me han ayudado. Malosos no es uno solo, sino que he contado con mucha gente que me ha apoyado, como tú, como Pepe Arroyo, como pues ya Gonzalo, el tímido, los primeritos que apoyaron este movimiento, y pues seguimos creciendo, y este evento va a ser un poco más grande porque viene mucha gente y es la idea. Y pues quiero también agradecerle al Homer por darme el espacio, aunque no hablo inglés, pero me gustaría tenerlo aquí en Monterrey para que viviera el tailgate aquí, el estilo México.
Okay. Hey, Homer, I kind of told him if he wanted to add anything else, and he said he wanted to make sure that everybody knew when he got this going, since this is his 4th event, there was a lot of people that helped him out. He included you, he included us, Death Star, Pepe Arroyos from Death Star, Los Más Tumbados. He wanted to make sure that they were mentioned. Double G, Tímido, El Más Desmadroso, all the Raiders de la Baja. They've been very supportive of that. And Little Chucky also, Sylvia and Little Chucky, of course. He wanted to just make sure that, he said, hey, it's not just that it's me. It's people that have, supported me, people that have, helped me out, helped me get through these things, helped me communicate with everybody. And so he wanted to make sure that everybody knew that he was very grateful for that. ¿Cuál era el otro que dijiste, Tavo? ¿El Juan quién?
Juan Ramos.
Juan Ramos also.
Del TVH de la Baja.
Okay. From La Baja. He wanted to make sure that everybody was thanked for that. And he also said that he appreciated a lot of you giving him a platform to say what he's doing, what he's trying to do in Monterrey, and he's grateful for that.
Hey, no problem. Tavo has been very supportive for the longest time, and so have you. And it's a privilege to give back, when you can build a platform for good people to get on and say good things and do good things, man. It's definitely an honor. So we're looking forward to having him back on here. Like I said, we'll get the Mexico edition going, and we'll get both of y'all back on here, and we'll take a trip down all those roads he was talking about that leads to Chihuahua and Cancun and all that. Because, I've talked to a lot of those people over there. There are some die-hard Raider fans over there. So looking forward to, talking with the Raider Nation from Mexico a little bit more. Okay, so...
También.
Yeah, so Raider Vanessa is going to go ahead and take over for a little bit. So go ahead, Raider.
So, Scotty, Watty, you have this the raffle going on, and what is all that going? What's going on with that?
So some of that is, as you guys know, this is going to be the start of our 2nd year, Death Star Raiders here in San Antonio. We try to move around as much as we can. As you guys well know, moving around takes funds. And so we're trying to get some funds together. So Pepe Arroyo started Pepe Arroyo's donated a car jersey we're raffling off. You guys can go on my page, if you will. It's Scotty Watty Raider 1 on Facebook. $5 a spot. I have some spots left. I'm also got a Charles Woodson whiskey autograph bottle that I'm raffling off. It's still only $5 a spot. Just trying to raise some funds for some of the things that we got to do. Like I said, we're a new club, and sometimes that comes up. That gets a little funny. But that's the raffle that we currently have going on. Coming up again, we'll be at Maloso Fest. We'll be at softball tournament with you guys. We'll be in Rosarito in July for the beach party, 5th annual beach party with Raiders de la Baja, with Donna Baja Raiderettes, with Westero and all that West Coast crew. But that's basically what we have going on right now. That's what we got in motion. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, and good luck on all those raffles, dude, because you're right, dude. It is hard to fund all the events and the fundraisers that you end up doing as a chapter man. It's extremely hard to fund all that. So good luck with your raffles. And then as far as the softball tournament, man, I know Tavo was talking about getting people to go down there because, it's harder to travel up here. We're hoping that Tavo can make it to the softball tournament to kind of make it a technically make it an international tournament. And then hopefully, we can get a team down there and go and play. I think that would be a great thing to do. If maybe we can make a little announcement, I guess, if maybe Tavo thinks he'll be able to make it.
Okay. Tavo, lo que primeramente me preguntaron a mí qué es lo que estaba haciendo yo con el club mío. Se los expliqué que tenemos esa rifa pendiente de los eventos que vamos a asistir, que eso ya tú te lo sabes. Y dice Homer que ojalá si se puede que puedas venir al torneo de base que te había platicado, pero si no, que a lo mejor tal vez podemos llevar un equipo para allá por Monterrey y para que sea un evento internacional. Pero si se puede, si puedes venir, estaría bien que llegaras al evento de softball, si es que es posible.
Sí, claro que sí, ya habíamos platicado eso, lo del evento del Homer. Yo creo que sí voy a poder asistir, nomás que me pasen bien las fechas y claro, con mucho gusto voy a acudir y apoyar allá. Como ellos me han apoyado, yo también estoy dispuesto a apoyar a todos.
He said, Homer, and me and Tavo have talked about this. He said he is going to try to make the softball tournament. I've already talked to him about helping facilitate that for him to get up here. But he is trying to make it because he truly appreciates that you guys always support him, and he's trying to support you guys also the same way that we always do.
Well, we appreciate that for sure. And then we're coming up on 19 minutes in this conversation. So, Raiderette, you want to take over?
Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
We've got to find out where they are.
Yeah. So, for both of you, so how can social media find you guys? Well, I know,
Okay,
Scotty, you
Tavo,
already
están
mentioned a few things, but yeah, for Tavo.
Tavo, están pidiendo que des todos tus datos para poder comunicarte en las redes sociales. ¿Cuáles datos quisieras dar para que la gente se comunique contigo?
Vengo en Facebook, vengo como Tavo Romanowski, y en Instagram igual Tavo Romanowski, o en mi página de Los Malosos de Monterrey. Ahí me pueden conectar y me tiran un inbox y paso toda la información.
Okay. He said that on Instagram and on Facebook, you can find him at Tavo, Tavo Romanowski. That's the way that you can hit him directly. Also, he has a page on both for Los Malosos de Monterrey. You can inbox him on that, and he will, be able to communicate with you that way.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Scotty. And how do we find you on social media?
On social media, mine is Scotty Watty Raider 1, or you can hit up my club, Death Star Raiders Booster Club. We're here in San Antonio. There's some other guys in the club too, but if you hit up just the club, we will be able to communicate with you. We have a few people on there that are always attending the page, and we should be able to get in contact with you as soon as we can.
All right, cool. Well, we appreciate it, brother.
All right. Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay,
Bye, Tavo.
Dice que gracias por todo.
Ok, gracias, Vanessa, y nos vemos, Homer. Muchas gracias por el apoyo a México. Gracias, Scott.
Órale. Okay, see you guys. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Later. All right, Raider Nation, there we go. Scotty Watty and Tavo Romanowski of Los Malosos and the Death Star here on Monday Nights Live. Please subscribe to Section 105 Media Network if you haven't already. Looking forward to all these events coming up. Raiderette Vanessa, how you feeling about that whole Mexico United type
I want to
thing?
go.
You want to go?
I want to go. Let's go. I want to go because if they've got those horses out there, and those are probably the ones that do the whole Spanish dancing. Have you seen those ones where they dance the cumbia or the Spanish music? It's awesome. It's gonna. I want to go there. I want to go. So we'll see. So let's check the chat line now. See this right here. See it right behind us.
Yeah.
So Raider Squid's in the chat line. So he's all that clip in the background, so dope. Look, and he's in there. See him? If you guys look very close, I don't know if y'all can zoom in, but he's on there. Raider Squid is right there somewhere. Right there, baby, right there. See? There's Squid. All right. So who else is in chat line? Yes. See, Scotty Watty says, yeah, laugh out loud. Yes, the horses that dance. See? So those are pretty bad. I like those. I haven't been to one of those for a long time. I like it.
Hey, that sounds like fun to me.
Heck yeah.
Go down there and drink tequila and watch horses
and roll
dance.
your R's. Gotta roll your R's.
The horses.
Caballos.
The horses dance.
Can you say caballos?
Caballos.
Very good.
I did it. All right, cool. So we're moving right along. We're going to go ahead and move into the Three Ring Circus halftime show. Shout out to the chat line. Oh, yeah. And shout out to Juan Ramos, man. Yeah, thanks for all your help on this channel, too. You were hearing Scotty and Tavo talk about him. Like I said, there's lots of good people down there in Mexico doing lots of good things for the Raider Nation. So we definitely have to make it down there. Definitely.
We will.
All right, cool. So moving right along. I don't know if Oakland Raider Savage has his, if he has his video in. Wait. I think I just
Did
got
he unplug it?
Let's see. I don't know. Hopefully not. Yeah, he says I didn't really get a chance to go on break. Let's see.
We're calling
Had
you
to
out,
switch
so we
equipment back
live.
at the station. I'm just now getting out. So Oakland Raider Savage let you down, guys. Sorry. I don't know what else to say. He failed.
No.
Maybe he'll be ready
make
for
it up.
overtime. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
he'll
see.
make it up.
We'll see. You know how he likes to ride in at the last second, unfashionably late, right? Yeah. All right, cool.
Hey, like he did on those pictures, remember? Where he dove in front of the pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that in Vegas? I can just see him. Whoosh, there's a video.
Just dive right in at the last second.
All right.
All right, cool. Anyways, moving right along. Here we go. 3 Ring Circus halftime show after this commercial break.
Oh yeah, people ask me all the time, Oakland Raider Savage, how do you have so much energy? And I tell them I'm like a cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. My personality is like the cream that rises to the top. And if there's one mug that can contain this madness, it is Chucky Snuggs mugs. Whether it's too hot to handle or too cold to hold, the mug will let you know. Hey, pour me a refill. Oh yeah, look at that magic right there, oh yeah. Chucky Snuggs mugs. Get yours today at ChuckySnuggs.com. Use promo code SAVAGE. Oh, yeah. And get yourself a little discount right there. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
And now it's time for the 3 Ring Circus halftime show, hosted by Raider Homer and Raider Vanessa. All right, Raider Nation, here we are, the 3 Ring Circus halftime show with Oakland Raider Savage. Well, maybe not today, not on this part. We'll see him in overtime, maybe. But we definitely have a clip from Raider Puppet, who's always doing hard work for the Raider Nation too, and he is also going to be at the Maloso Fest. So he will be representing the Section 105 Media Network channel down there, and of course we all will be there at some point eventually. So please get down there if you haven't already been down there. I don't know what. Get down there if you can.
Where?
You know, we'll get more into some of these events coming up. Get down on it. Calm down, babe. Later, okay?
Later. Focus.
I'm trying. You're making it hard. Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. Get down on it and making it hard. What the hell's on your mind? Jeez.
Later. All right, cool. Anyways, 3 Ring Circus halftime show. Please subscribe to Celebrity Puppets on TikTok, Facebook, David Michael, Raider Puppet. You can find Oakland Raider Savage on Facebook. You can find Oakland Raider Savage on YouTube. So let's go ahead and check out Raider Puppet's new segment.
It's Raider Puppet. Thanks for tuning in to the Section 105 Media Network halftime show featuring me, Raider Puppet, and the 3 Ring Circus. So, I just want to start by saying happy Easter to everybody this past weekend. And I had the pleasure to spend my weekend with Cynthia IE, part of the Wrecking Crew in Las Vegas. They delivered packages, or should I say, Easter baskets all over the Las Vegas Valley. It was amazing. Thank you, Cynthia, for letting the Raider Puppet be just a small part of it. We really appreciate it. So, they delivered to such places as West Care, the Ronald McDonald House, Children's Cabinet, Child Haven, and different churches all over Las Vegas. Big shout out, Cynthia IE. You are incredible. Raider Puppet, appreciate you. Also, I had the pleasure of hanging out with all the people from Las Vegas. Especially big shout out goes to the Outlaws Arizona chapter and 3 Skull and Raider Eclipse and their wonderful families. Also, the Misfits of Las Vegas, the Raider Schaefers, And big shout out to Raider Rock. Unbelievable time. I have a few pictures I want to share with you guys. Hope you appreciate them. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. That's how we roll here in Las Vegas. Raider Puppet. Ow.
2, 3.
Here we go. All right, Raider Nation, we are back during the three ring circus halftime show. You just witnessed Raider Puppet segment. Shout out to Raider 3 Skull, who was on last week's episode. You seen some of the stuff that you heard about some of the great things that they do down there. Lots of great things going on in Arizona. Raider Nation is well represented down in Arizona. Looking really good down there. You saw Raider Rock, hell, he's been on this channel. You saw a lot of those guys, that have been on this channel. So shout out to Raider Puppet and all his hard work. Definitely looking forward to it. Once again, Oakland Raider Savage is looking like we're not going to have a video from Oakland Raider Savage. So what we're going to go ahead and do is move into this week in Raider Nation. So you ready?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Remember, don't subscribe.
All right, guys. So y'all know me, Raider Vanessa. So you can find me on Facebook, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think I'm gonna actually be changing that name to Raiderette Novela. So that it's still gonna be under Raiderette Vanessa Navarrete. So like, share, subscribe. Again on Facebook, same thing, Raiderette Vanessa Navarrete. Instagram. I'm all thinking, I think it's under, Raiderette Vanessa Navarrete. So right now, it's just all Raiderette Vanessa Navarrete, in case y'all want to find me. If I'm not your friend, or we're not friends on Facebook, message me. Of course, I got to do the whole investigation. I'm just kidding. So, yeah. But you can message me if you have any information. If you want information, you can message me with that information. And I can go ahead and announce it on here. So what's new in Raider Nation? Well, it's not really new, just all the events that are coming up here. We've got all, a few things here. Let me find, of course, me, I'm always looking for my flyers.
Bakersfield, new announcement.
So we've got, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Slow down a little bit. Let's see. So we have, I think a new announcement. See, look at, I'm all messed up over here. So we've got the new announcement for the summer kickoff. So there's going to be, I believe, new players on here, I think. Hold on. Let me.
One new player.
So y'all know that we've got Perryman and Renfro coming to the summer kickoff Saturday, May 21st. So this is going to be in Bakersfield with Lorenzo with Raider Crusaders. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see it. And then we've got one more player. So like I said, these tickets are still available. You can go to Summer Kickoff 2022.eventbrite.com to get the information on there. But like, it makes it interesting because there is a new player. There's going to be somebody else announced, but of course, we either, I don't know, if I don't know it, I'm not going to say, like, I'm not going to guess is the thing. I'm not going to guess, even though it could be, somebody, who knows. But anyway, so with Lorenzo Lerma, you can contact him with the Raider Crusaders. So again, Saturday, May 21st. It's going to be at the Stramler Park, 4003 Chester Avenue, Bakersfield, California, 93301. So you can do the meet and greet, get the autograph with Renfro and Perryman. Of course, there's going to be live performance, kid friendly. They're going to have a lot more stuff for the kids. So like I said, you can reach out to Lorenzo. Again, Summer Kickoff 2022.eventbrite.com. All right, so the other one. So we've got, hold on, let me find it. Okay, nope, that's not it. Hold on. So we've got during the draft, the end of this month. So we're gonna be there's a Tropicana. Sorry, look, I've got all my flyers. I know it's right next to me, but I need to make sure I've got all the information up here. So why don't I have this one? Okay, so I'll see if I can see this one or not. So it's gonna be the draft watch party at the Black Hole at Tropicana. So if you want any more information on this one, you can reach out to Cisco Ortega in the Las Vegas TBH chapter, or TBH Las Vegas chapter, if you want more information. So again, that one's going to be Friday, April 29th. The doors open at 6 p.m. So it's going to be free admission. Again, April 29th. Doors open at 6 p.m. So that information you can find on the Black Hole at Las Vegas chapter. Reach out to Cisco Ortega for more information. And then we've got, let me see, what else here? Okay, so this is the 2022 Malosos. I keep saying it wrong. Sorry. 2022 Malosos Monterrey Fest. You heard Tavo and Scotty talk about it earlier. So that's going to be May 20th through the 22nd. So like you can reach out to Tavo, or you can reach out to Scotty Watty as well. So if you are hopping on now, you can go back with the information where you can find them on Facebook. Scotty Watty, Tavo, Romanowski. Again, that's May 20th through May 22nd. All right. So again, that's the 2022 Malosos Monterrey Fest. And then we've got the baby one. Superman. All right. So we've got, all my stuff is all over the place here. Okay. So this one's going to be for Baby Superman with Tony Vasquez. So it's the Heroes Golf Fundraiser Tournament. So this is April. Let me see, what is it? Today's 18th. So yeah, so April 23rd. So it's going to be at Arrojo de Oso Golf Course. So again, it's going to be a 4-person scramble format, 8 a.m. shotgun start. Fee includes round of golf, range balls, lunch, and team pitcher. 500 a team or 125 individual. So let me see if I can. No, it's not on me. Hold on. Sorry, I had an echo. To register, you can call Tony Vasquez at 505-907-2943 or email Baby Superman Vasquez at gmail.com. Again, this is going to be at Arrojo del Oso Golf Course. I can't even see. Yeah, so like I said, for more information, again, this is for Baby Superman. I got to get in touch with them. I haven't contacted them to see how everything is going. So prayers out to, the Vasquez family as well. All right, and then we've got the Raider Nation Explosion 3 coming up July 23rd. And this is going to be at the Madera Fairgrounds. And it's going to be 1850 Cleveland Avenue in Madera. So you can reach out to Raider Tone, Mob Boss, or Mike Mejia, part of the M&M Productions, for more information on this. So there's a bunch of guests that's going to be there. There's quite a few guests that are going to be there. There's also... I lost it. The room information. So again, it's going to be... Oh, crap. Hold on. One moment. Technical difficulties, of course. Just, rubbing off on me over here.
No pun intended.
Hey, you're not supposed to unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
So they've got a special rate 109. You're gonna use group code RNE. So Raider Nation Explosion.
Oh shit! Sorry, fuck.
How rude!
Oh, I messed that up.
How rude! That was straight up rudeness.
Oh man! I'm in trouble, guys.
Wow. So I think we need to build like a doghouse outside. I think. Not even the doghouse. Just lock the door and be like, bye.
Can I just have the garage?
Nope, not even the garage. I'm gonna lock the garage up too. No. I'm not even gonna give you a blanket and nothing. You stay out there. I'm gonna lock all the doors.
Can Puddle stay out there with me?
Yes. Yes, you can hold your dog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
how rude. I was talking about I said talking. Oh
what
Lord.
are you thinking about, huh? Look, I got her excited. Oh man, she's blushing.
Maybe you should come inside. Just kidding.
Yeah. Then I'll go outside.
Anyway, hold on. I want to go back to what I was talking about.
Oh.
With the Raider Nation Explosion stuff. Because they get everybody. Yeah, there you go. See, now I exist. Dang, that was just straight up rude. I think he did that on purpose, huh? Who's in the chat line? I think so. Y'all put in the chat line there, if he did that on purpose to me. How rude. Just kidding. Anyway, so back to the Raider Nation Explosion, Saturday, July 23rd. So reach out to Raider Tone, Mob Boss, Kevin Guilford, or Mike Mejia for more information on that. Get your tickets now. They also have the special rate 109 using group code. Okay, am I going to still be here? Raider Nation Explosion. So you're going to put RNE. RNE. So this is going to be at Hampton Inn and Suites, 3254 Airport Drive, Madera, California. So you can contact them at 559-661-0910 to get that special rate. If you're going to all be out there July 23rd for the Raider Nation Explosion 3. So I think I'm done.
I hope you were, so I can come
How
back
rude.
inside.
I don't even know now. I'm like...
All right, cool. So shout out to the chat line. We got Gangster Raider in here. We got Sal, a.k.a. Raider Sal in here. We got Scotty, Watty, Anna Diaz. Raider Squid, brother. Good to see you. We got Power Raider in here. And we got Ezell in here. And, of course,
number dos.
The two of us started off the chat line. Look, I appreciate everybody, staying tuned, being a part of this channel. We got two more great guests coming up. We're going to hear from AKAAfro, Deesiac, who, is an original Oaktown legend. So shout out to Carla, who helped arrange all this. So I'm looking forward to having him on here for the first time. So with all that being said, let's just go ahead and move right on. All right, Raider Nation, we are back with Afro Deesiac for the very first time on Section 105 Media Network. An Oaktown legend, as I said earlier. He has been, in that ESPN magazine spread, which we will get into with some of the greatest Raider fans that have ever existed. And, of course, he has done a lot, according to Carla Sparkle. So I'm looking forward to interviewing him. So thank you for joining me and Raider Ed Vanessa.
Hey, I'm just glad to be here. Just want to say hi to everybody. And yes, just let her go. Whatever you want to know, I'm here.
All right, cool. Well, at this point, I'll let Raider Ed Vanessa take over.
There you go. Put me. Again, he cuts me off. Jeez, he's really messing up.
Oh, man, I'm in trouble.
Oh, my
tonight.
gosh.
I know.
Now, see, most single guys would say, you know what? You need to just come on over here to our side of town. But see, I'm too much of a friend. I'm a wingman, so I'm going to help him out a little bit. He's not really cutting you off. He's setting things up, for Mother's Day and for Valentine's Day next year. That's what he's doing. He's just distracted all the big plans he has for you.
He failed.
I'm going to make a comeback. Don't worry. I'm going to make a comeback.
All right. So how did you become a Raider fan?
Well, I became a Raider fan, needless to say, growing up here in the Bay Area on the East Bay side. There's the 49ers on that side of the Bay. And, they were okay. That was back in the old days. But, of course, we had the Raiders here, with Kenny Stabler and all those guys. My grandfather was a huge Raider fan. I mean, just huge. We'd come home from church and he's there in front of the TV, watching the Raider game, and we all just loved them. So, I will say, family confession, my grandmother was, she grew up in Texas. She came out here to California during World War II, like everybody else, building battleships and all that stuff. So she had us kind of, as cowboy fans, when me and my brother, when we started out. But when we got old enough to kind of openly root for our own team, we went over to the Raiders.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I'm from Texas. They tried to make me a Cowboy fan, but I was having none of that. I was always a Raider fan, because of King Al. What King and Bo Jackson, Bo inspired me to be an athlete, and play two sports. And then King Al, the all the things that he did for society, and merging, the two leagues and everything he did was really inspirational to me. So yeah, nothing wrong with coming over to the dark side.
Nope, and then I'm from Colorado, so, of course out here it's all the orange and blue, but no, there's a lot more of the black and silver out here in Colorado. A lot of that is hard for people to believe, but I mean, we're all over the place, nationwide, worldwide.
That is a fact. That is a fact, and I think a lot of people just don't, they realize it, but they don't realize it. It's like, when the Raiders are on, it's just it's not just a team. It's like a whole movement. And whether you root for them to win, you root for them to lose, but the bottom line is, who the Raiders are, what the Raiders represent, and no one cares if the Jacksonville Jaguars win or lose, right? So the Raiders are in your mind, no matter how you feel about them. They are definitely in your mind.
Absolutely, that, and the fan base, is, definitely the most hardcore fan base. And you know what? The majority of us are pretty smart, I believe, as well. We know our football. So with that being said, this channel is about recording the history of the Raider Nation in my lifetime, now our lifetime. So let me ask this next question and find out who inspired you to become Aphrodisiac.
Well, I got to tell you, again, being a little kid and, watching every Thanksgiving, you're watching the Cowboys, you see that guy who, dressed up as a cowboy, and watching, the Washington team and the guy who would dress up in the Native American headdress and whatnot. And then there was that guy with the big rainbow afro. Remember, you'd see him all the time. I think his name was Rock and Rollin', I think. And that's what kind of got me really enthused about it. And then around the late 80s, with the whole Bernie Kosar dog pound with the Cleveland Browns, how I said earlier about coming home from church and turning on the TV, we would turn on the Browns game, if the Raiders were the first game. So, we'd miss that. We're in church. but the Browns game would be, the national game, the featured game. We'd watch that just to see the dog pound. And, it was just so much fun. And then we started seeing the Raider fans down in LA. The Raiders were in LA around that time, seeing them dress up, Violator and Spike and all those other guys. And then when I started seeing the guy who dressed up as the Pharaoh, as King Tut, and that's what really did it for me. And I said, if I ever become a season ticket holder for the Raiders, I'm going to do that. And first thing I want to do is meet that guy. So when I became a season ticket holder in the year 2002, that was the Super Bowl year. John Gruden was gone and Callahan was the first year coach. And that was my first year as a season ticket holder. And all I wanted to do was to meet that guy with the King Tut costume. It's like, dude, I'm doing this. I'm wearing this face paint just because of you. But unfortunately, I was told that he had stopped doing it the year before I started doing it. So to this day, I've never met that guy, but he can definitely take credit, not just for me being in costume, but for me doing all the other projects that I've been involved with. All of that started with me becoming a season ticket holder, and I became a season ticket holder and dressed up, being inspired by him. I still don't know his name to this day. I don't know the guy. He could walk right past me on the street. I wouldn't even know who he is, but he's the one who inspired me.
Yeah, I remember his clip in the history of the Oakland Raiders. He's all starting out, we don't do this and we don't do that. We just inflict pain. I remember that guy. Great looking costume. But yeah, there's all.
I see him on Monday Night Football. He was the man, definitely.
Yeah. No, that was like early. That was the late '90s. I remember that. I remember being super excited to see all those Raider fans out there dressed like that, and then of course getting to meet Wayne and all that. And a lot of the people that have in this article that we're going to start talking about, that was definitely inspirational to me, and makes doing this channel that much more fun and worth it, But Len, and so you were in the ESPN photo shoot. I believe Wayne was in there, Rilla was in there, you were in there. Let's see, Metal Cindy was in there, Kukui was in there, Gloria was in there, Oaktown Pirate. I mean, just so many, legendary super fans. So talk a little bit about that ESPN.com photo shoot, and I think it was ESPN Magazine, excuse me. Talk a little bit about that scene and what that meant to you.
Well, that all started with the one of the senior writers for ESPN, the magazine, Sam Alipore, who grew up in the Bay Area and grew up as a Raider fan. And, he comes up through the ranks in the whole ESPN family, and he likes us. He just never stopped becoming a fan of the Raiders and a fan of us. So he contacts Ricky. Ricky was always our, what's the right word? Ricky was our Alfred. We were Batman, and Ricky was our Alfred. So he would pick up the red hotline phone. People would rarely call the Raiders. All the media outlets would call Ricky. Ricky would call either me or he'd call Gorilla. And, hey, get everybody together. ESPN wants to do this. ESPN wants to do that. And Sam Alipore made all the arrangements, brought us down to the Oakland Airport Hilton, and we all went and took individual pictures. And then we took a big group picture, which did not make it into the magazine, but we all have copies of it. And what Sam wanted to do, the whole reason for that, he wanted everyone to see not just who we are with the face paint on, but also who we are without the face paint, without the costumes, and the fact that we have jobs, that we have families, that we have children, so that people all across the country can see that, we're just, regular people. And, we might be your doctor, we might be your lawyer, we might be your kid's junior high school teacher, but bottom line is, when game time comes, we transform into these other people. So that was a really, really cool spread. He put Raider Gloria, God rest her soul, put her on the cover of the magazine. And, that was just amazing that she made it onto the cover of the magazine. We were the cover story. And, that was definitely something that we'll always remember. But it all started with the love of the Raiders, love of the Raider fans from the senior writer, Sam Alapore.
Yeah, that's awesome. Even Tuzak, who was on the episode last week, was in that. And of course, the article that we're talking about, the photo shoot, is Raider Nation Behind the Makeup. You can just go to Raider Nation, just search Raider Nation Behind the Makeup, and you'll see everybody's pictures in there. But yeah, the Gloria, I wish that I would have had the chance to interview her. She left a mark on the Raider Nation. I always hear about her. She was even in that Raider Nation DVD that was made in the early 2000s with Rob Rivera, Black Hole Rob. We had Black Hole Rob in there, Raider Rob, Stoner Dude, Beautiful Black Hole Steph. So many people in there. Great video. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, Raider Nation is a great fan base. ESPN. Everybody wants to cover the fan base, and I think Rob talks about that a lot. Raider Rob talks about that a lot. How this fan base really kind of set the standard for fan interaction, and now you see the NFL and other teams, their fans, doing similar things. So Raider Nation is definitely has left a huge mark on the NFL and society at large, because we do a lot of the fundraisers and things like that. So I'm glad that you were able to be a part of that with so many great people, and that they would honor somebody like Gloria. Now, that's the good part, right? We talk a lot about everything here, all things Raiders and Raider Nation. Now, I know that you were in a East Bay Times article, Raider fans angry, sad, melancholy, but mostly disoriented with move and news. Now, this is an article where you talked about the day that the Bay Area found out that the Raiders were leaving to Vegas. A lot of you fans from the Bay Area went to Ricky's. Ricky's was a great place to go to. I'm glad I got to go there. So you talked a little bit about his involvement with the Raider Nation. So talk a little bit about Ricky's and what that day was like. Because, yeah, that was a hard move for a lot of fans in Oakland.
Yes, we were given a heads up. Again, I shouldn't say who, because that person might get in trouble from his media employers. But we were given a heads up from one of our many national media contacts that the vote was going to be held that day. And so we were called that morning and asked if we could show up at Ricky's so that when the results of the NFL owners vote, when I said vote, the NFL owners vote, when the results of that vote would be announced, that we would be there for our reaction. So I called, a couple of guys, and again, this is all short notice, but those who could get off work were able to make it there. And we just sat there and, watched television until the results of the vote were announced. And, the results of the vote were announced, and we found out that the owners had approved the Raiders to move, and we were asked to give our feelings on that. Where Ricky's is concerned, yes, Ricky's was ground zero. Ricky's was the home. Ricky's was the core. Ricky's was the nucleus of Raider Nation. Just no question. No question. Yes, there were other bars in the Bay Area that you can go to watch the Raider game, but there's just no question that Ricky's was the place. I've met so many people just being at Ricky's from all across the world. I mean, just literally from all across the world. And the connection was they knew that this was one of the most popular sports bars, if not the most popular sports bar in all of the United States. I've met players from other teams, from other sports, retired players, all-stars and Hall of Fame players, and they're just there, drinking a beer, eating a cheeseburger. And Ricky says, "Hey, Ken, why don't you come over here and meet Vita Blue? Why don't you come over here and meet Ricky Henderson?" And, I'm just there myself just to get a cheeseburger, but you just never know who's going to be in there. So that particular day was very, very distressing. We kind of felt that, if it wasn't going to be Las Vegas, because I think if I remember correctly, the Chargers did in fact agree to go to Los Angeles. So the Raiders were still kind of up in the air where they wanted to go, Las Vegas or, wherever, Des Moines, Iowa. Jerry Jones wasn't going to let them go to anywhere in Texas. So San Antonio was definitely out at that time. But it was just really, really bad. But the fact that we were there at Ricky's, where Ricky's, no matter what, was going to be the place where, we have our highs, we have our lows. But if we're going to hear about something like that, something so earth-shattering as far as impact on the Raider Nation in the Bay Area particularly, it was good that we were there at Ricky's to see it. Ricky was there. His wife, Tina, was there. Everybody was there. So when the announcement came, we were all just there, trying to process it, but we were there to process it together.
Hey, that's what the Raider Nation's all about, to sit there and win together, lose together, cry together, whatever it means, whatever it takes to get through this season, every season, because it's been rough, for the last 20 years. But you know what? Out of that 20 years, lots of great things have come out, of the Raider Nation and the Raiders. And one of them is the band Raiderhead, who's going to be performing at Tropicana for the draft party. Now, you are a part of South Oakland, the song South Oakland. You are a background singer, right? Can you talk a little bit about being a part of that song and, even about your connection with Raiderhead and Raider Fan Radio?
Well, I can say shout out to Raiderhead and Raider Rob and Dino Mud and Stoner Dude. I can say that Raider Rob is the guy who taught me, who got me in to the whole world of Raider Nation, and not just what you see on TV. He showed me the nuts and bolts. He showed me the guts. The Wizard of Oz, peel the curtain back and see what's there. From spending the night, Saturday night, on 66th Avenue the night before the game, so that our cars could be the first ones in. So we're there from 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're tailgating, and we have our rock music blasting, and everything is just great. Rob opened me up to all of that. Raider Rob opened me up to all of that. And through him, I was able to come to Ricky's and get into that whole Ricky's experience. Whenever there's a draft party or a preseason event, Rob lets me know. And I just started meeting all the guys. When they had their Raider Fan Radio going on, they did it all from Ricky's. I would be there each week, the middle of the week, when they tape their shows, and I'm there to watch them. So I was able to just, I guess, feel really connected. And again, not just to putting on the makeup and, that kind of stuff, which is fine, but really seeing all the behind the scenes stuff and really what's going on, how it all got built with Raider Rob and Black Hole Rob, God rest his soul, with those two guys showing me the way. So getting to that CD, that was recorded at Stoner's place. And we were all there in the bedroom, and Dino Mutt was running all the mixers and the microphones and everything. And we were all literally there, either standing on the floor or kneeling on the bed that was there, just trying to fit in where we fit in. And needless to say, when everything's all said and done, we cut a CD right there. And yes, I'm there in there. You might hear Raider Rob at the beginning of the track shout out Afro Deesiac, and I responded. I'm not quite sure if I was close enough to the microphone, if you could hear my response. But as far as singing on it, yes, that's me on South Oakland. That is definitely me on that track.
That's awesome, man. I discovered Raiderhead, and I fell in love with them real quick. And then Stoner Dude and Raider Rob and Black Hole Steph, they've been real influential since then. And yes, you know what? Rob definitely pulls back that veil and gives you a good understanding of what the Raider Nation is really about. And he says the things that really stuck with me is he told me the Raider Nation is like any nation in the world. There's bad people and good people, so don't just go around putting everybody on a pedestal. Beware of people that are willing to take advantage of people, because they will take advantage of you. Protect your assets and protect yourself. So Rob, definitely shout out to Raider Rob. Thank you for everything that you've done. And then shout out to Black Hole Rob's family, and may he rest in peace, because Black Hole Rob also helped. He gave me the chapter in Austin before I moved up here. So yeah, man, lots of stuff going on with the Raider Nation. We do Oaktown Legends here every January 30th. To say to celebrate the birth of the Oakland Raiders and the fans that made the tailgates legendary in Oakland. So I'd love to have you back on for that segment or that show. Is that cool?
In January, if we're all still here, I would look forward to that. Absolutely.
All right, cool. And I got something else in mind, so I will definitely be in touch. And that'll be before January, though.
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, it's good hearing all these stories. So, I mean, I know I never made it out to Ricky's when I was out in Oakland. And so I was bummed out about that because we were in Oakland, I think 2016, I think it was. So we had a lot of stuff going, we had a lot of stuff, but we never made it to Ricky's, but we did go to the 66 Mob with Grizz. So we were, we participated over there. So that was pretty cool to see that little area. And then just going on 2 years now, I'm part of the Forever Oakland with Grizz. So we do the first Saturday of each month, we do the global reset. So what we do is, out here, we'll go and we'll feed the homeless, and just kind of do these little care packages, and just first it was my sons and I going out there, but it was kind of hard because I needed to keep my kids close because of the area, and they were monitoring the area pretty good. So I couldn't get no good pictures, but I had to actually I gave my friend one job to do, and I was like, you didn't even hit record, so totally missed everything, and I told Grizz we were there, all I could do is show the pictures, I had a video, but they didn't hit record. So that's pretty cool that I'm very close with Grizz now. So, Godfather Grizz,
right.
Greg Jones. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah. And Grizz, and again, being out there overnight, the Saturday night before the games, Grizz, has its tents and everything. Everybody is there. And then Grizz, after a while, was able to earn enough clout. Grizz and I used to go to the OFMA, the government body that managed the Raiders. The tickets before the year 2006, when the Raiders took over their ticketing. But that whole government agency, city/county agency, they would have a monthly meeting, and Grizz and I would go there and discuss things. And make little presentations and whatnot. One presentation that we made was pretty, actually two were pretty significant. And that's a story for another day. But we definitely, let them know that the fan base, the Oakland Raider fan base, we're more than just people jumping up and down on Sundays. We actually give a what about what goes on, and they did respond. We would show up at those meetings, and the next game, that change was put into effect. So it was pretty cool, to be able to be involved with not just the fandom, if you will, but also on the political side, to a very small extent. But certainly where, we tried to make things better for everybody. And I can dare say that Grizz and I helped make things better for everybody on game days by going to those meetings.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right. So where can Raider Nation find you?
Well, Raider Nation can find me here in the Bay Area. To be quite honest, I'm like, retired now. I'm like Spike and Howie and some of the other folks that you saw when the Raiders first came back to Oakland, and some of who probably dropped out of going to games a number of years before the Las Vegas announcement. And I kept it going until the Las Vegas announcement. It's just not for me. I'm just not the kind of guy to hop on a plane and fly to Vegas for, every 2 weeks. That's just not my lifestyle. And And from here, that's like an 8-hour drive each way. And, I'm just too old for that to try to go back to work on Monday mornings. That's just not for me. So I'm just a memory now. I'm just part of the lore of Raider Nation, and whatever I've been able to do, whatever I've been able to accomplish, the people I've been able to help, the events I've put together to try to bring more people into Raider Nation and to see what's going on, the media folks who we were able to expose others to help grow the Raider Nation. You do your part. But one lesson that we all learned from Sunday school and that we see every Easter on television with Charlton Heston and Yul Brynner is that, just because you're the guy to lead people, to help lead people to that destination, that promised land, if you will, that doesn't mean that you're the guy who gets to step into the promised land. You do your job, you fill your role, and, you hand the baton off to someone else. And, hopefully someone else takes that baton and continues on. But you do your part. So no one asked me back in 2002 to do the things that I did, but they got done, and people liked it. And I just look back and say, yeah, okay, good job. So all that is to say that if you missed me, if you missed Spike, if you missed Howie, if you missed the Pharaoh guy, if you missed those of us that you saw on TV, all you have to do is check YouTube. All you have to do is check Getty Images for the photographs, and that's where we are. But, at some point, Robin becomes Nightwing, and a new Robin takes his place. So you just have to know when to get out. So long way of answering your question is that those who know me in my civilian life, they still know where to find me. But Afro Deesiac, he's retired now. There's a new sheriff in town, and there are plenty of people, Mob Boss and his wife, and Black Ice, I'm sorry, is her name. There are plenty of people out there who are starting up. There are plenty of the old heads like Gorilla Rilla and Violator who are still carrying the torch in Las Vegas. So those are the people that need to be followed. Those are the people who need to be encouraged and lifted up to make sure that they keep this whole Raider Nation going, to train others to come up in their stead. And for the rest of us who did what we did back in the 2000s, early 2000s and in the teens, our day is done. So no regrets, but, it's just good to be able to look back and say that, we just weren't there breathing the air. We actually tried to move the whole Raider Nation to a different level. And with the help of so many others who taught us, so many others who encouraged us, who criticized us when we messed up, and who gave us a good word when we did something good, it's those people who can stand with us and take credit along with us.
Well, you know what? On behalf of Raider Nation, thank you for everything that you've done for the Raider Nation. The flame that burns brightest is in the future, right? I got to get my sayings right. But, going into the future, Raider fans will be inspired by people like you. And it's an honor to keep the memory of what you've done alive here on the Section 105 Media Network, man. So thank you a lot for coming on here, Afro Deesiac. Definitely looking forward to having you back on here. I'm always finding ways to bring people on in new and unique ways. So your memory will be held, it will be kept alive here on Section 105 Media Network, as well as the other places that you talked about.
Well, thank you. And, you all are doing good with all of this. And, just keep doing your thing. And as everyone knows, Raider Nation, we're the standard. And it doesn't matter if the team is in the playoffs or if the team is not in the playoffs, but you turned on the TV and there we were, right? whether it was Kenny Stabler as quarterback or Jamarcus Russell as quarterback, you turned on the TV and there we were. And whether we had a smile on our face or not in the fourth quarter, there we were. So I'm just hoping that everyone remembers that. You know, every team is not Tom Brady and the Patriots, but the fan base is what matters, and what you make your experience as a fan, what you make your experience, that's what you get out of it. And if the team, however the team does, makes it better, but it doesn't have to make it worse. What makes everything come together are all the fans who are there. So I just encourage everyone, just please, just still keep this whole Raider Nation thing going. You don't have to put on face paint. You don't have to put on a costume. But what you do have to do is make sure that when whoever turns on that television, they see what Raider Nation is all about. That's what matters.
Amen to that, and thank you very much.
I know, and then I got
Thank you for
caught
having me.
on video. I was on video, but I was on my phone, so I got caught on TV, and I was like, man, I'll put the phone away. So I'm like, dang it. But hey, I mean, I got on
Well,
there.
if you're at
so
a comedy
let's go.
club, the comedian would have let you know about that. So for a football
Yeah,
game,
oh, yeah.
you can kind of sort of get away with it unless the camera
Oh.
catches you.
Right? I'm like, dang it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much, and we'll get you back on here ASAP.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Likewise. All right, Raider Nation, there you go. Afro Deesiac. Man, make sure you go and check him out. Oh, well, yeah, he's retired, but he is there. He is there. He'll be back on here. You can go and check out Raider Nation behind the makeup, though. He had a really cool costume. You know, you saw the face painted in half with the afro. It's cool that he knows 66
I
Mob
know,
and all
that's
that,
pretty
too.
cool,
So,
yeah.
you know, we're
Right in
working
the
on...
same area.
Yeah, we're working on, you know, bringing new guests onto Oaktown Legends next year. So keep an ear out. All right, let's go ahead and check the chat line. Let's see who's still in here. Shout out to everybody that's in here. We got Ezel still in here.
Speedy number dos.
Gangster Raiders in here.
Sal.
Raider Sal's in here. Scotty Watty. Everybody that stayed tuned, I appreciate you. That was a great interview. Last week we had Deesiac on here. Man, we're bringing the heavy hitters. We're bringing the new generation, event coordinators, merchandise, all kinds of stuff. And, you know, we got a Raider Nation merchant, as I like to call him. I think that's the right way to call him, right? The Raider Nation merchant coming up.
It's all merch. We got merch coming up.
Andy's Raider merch is coming up. But yeah, you know, Andy, we met Andy at the tailgate.
Yeah.
I met Andy for the first time at the tailgate. He was really generous. He's got a beautiful family. Looking forward to representing him here on Section 105 Media Network. So with that being said, let's get it going.
Shiley Perkins, Spidey Love, Raider Mystics, they are and they're representing for the Raider Nation. And you're tuned in to the Raider Nation tonight. Mystics, all you know. Raider Nation.
Nothing but a Raider boy. It ain't nothing but a motherfucking Raider boy. Nothing but a Raider boy. It ain't nothing but a motherfucking Raider boy.
A picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture on the football with precision. The intentions are to get deeper with the DERREK. My friends don't stay homie from around the way.
See, we losing, had fun, still got him on the run. Now I'm back up in Oaktown, blazing on that Kush bomb. Rest in peace to Pie, yes, that's on the brother mind. At the same time, violator telling me to grind. To all my die hard, nothing realer than this. Let's put together me and March on some Raiders shit.
So now they on our case, already busting and hustling out the second mixtape. Bitches get ready for the throwdown, the shit's about to go down. G-Car and K-Man about to pound. I'm losing my religion, but I would just be winning. We are so deep in this game, Raider Nation wishing. Players be acting like they savage, they out to hit and ravage. I got nothing but love for my Raiders living lavish.
I gotta rep them Raiders, bet the C note. I got a homie named Spidey, L-O-double-C-Lo. We don't worry about ballerinas. Raider rap, when we rap, this is for my people. Yes, I say my people, I should have say Raider. You haven't seen nothing till we open up the trailer. Yeah. It smell good, bad boys. See, this is for the G's who be rolling big
now
toys.
holla as we ride, motherfuck the rest. Raider Nation from the west side, and we about to be famous. Been down for a decade, now a decade will be taken. Your team has more industry.
Ain't nothing but a Raider party, party, party. Ain't nothing but a Raider party. Nothing but a Raider party. Ain't nothing but a Raider party. Nothing but a Raider party. It ain't nothing but a motherfucking Raider party. Nothing but a Raider party. It ain't nothing but a motherfucking Raider party.
Now give me 50 yards. The odds is not my destiny. Release me to the field, winning we expect and see. Jealousy is misery and suffering is grief. You better be prepared when your rivals fuck with me, black and silver sea. These players must be crazy work. There ain't no mercy fucking charges. You can't sway the love.
Sounds good.
Turn it down. All right, Raider Nation, we are back with Andy from Andy's Raider Merch. And of course, we're trying to turn down the background music that she's watching the show on the phone. It's okay. That's why she's always looking down. She's trying to keep up. You should see this madhouse we got going on right here. All kinds of shit everywhere. But
camera here, camera there, camera here, you know.
Yeah.
One's not working. I'm looking over here. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, but you know what? We're getting it together and things will operate a lot more smoothly as we go. So, Andy, thank you for coming on the show. Raider Vanessa wanted to schedule you on here because, you know, we did meet at the tailgate and she's been a huge fan of your merchandise. And I got to say, man, being there at the tailgate, you had some really good merchandise. So thanks for coming on.
Hey, I appreciate you guys for having me on. Hell yeah.
Nice, nice. So, yeah, we did see, like you were saying, we did see the merchandise. And plus, you know, I think, God, how long have we've gone? I've known you for what, a year and a half, 2 years now? Because I think we started with the Oakland Raiders, what is it? Oakland Raider Las Vegas video page. Remember, I was sharing all your stuff on there and then just getting the word out.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So what made you start this whole thing that you're doing?
It started off with I made my own vest. And I made my own vest, and I was just wearing it, sporting it, going to all kinds of events, swap meets, you name it. I was just sporting it everywhere I went. And people would come up to me, just random people say, hey, where'd you get your vest? And I was just tell them I made it. And they're like, have you thought about selling them? I was like, first of all, I don't know how to sew. Second of all, it's a lot of work. And so I started getting too many compliments and too many people hitting me up saying, hey, are you selling the vest? Are you selling? We're interested. I had people from all over the U.S. basically because they saw me on Facebook, you know, and I kept posting my vest or whatnot. And next thing you know is I asked my mother-in-law, do you happen to have a sewing machine? But before that, I would take my vest over to the swap meet, and then they started getting too pricey. And so, you know, I thought to myself, well, I can't really afford to be making these vests. And so finally, I got a sewing machine from my mother-in-law. She had one, and I was ready to give up on it because it's hard to sew. It's extremely hard to sew. And so once I ended up just trial and error, just going at it, you know. And finally, I decided once I got the hang of hers, I'm gonna invest on a sewing machine. So I saw one for $1,000, and I was like, okay, this is a nice start, and I got the use of it. And then after that, I started making my own vests. People started hitting me up from all over. I mean, you name it, I've shipped all over, literally, you know. And so And so that I found my mind just being more creative. I saw, and my girl was like, you got to come up with some stuff for women too, you know. And I started doing earrings, I started making lanyards, and little by little, it just grew. It grew on me, and people really enjoyed the stuff that I was making. And, you know, I had to keep myself from giving everything away for free. And my girl was like, how's that going to be a business? And I really wanted to just, you know, hand things out because that's what I do, you know. When you see me in the events, I'll hand things out. But yeah, that's how it all started. From there, I just grew. My mind just went off crazy, and next thing you know, is people really like what I'm doing, and because of the nation's support, I'm going all out.
Nice.
And it's full all year round, and I'm out of words, you know. Like it's mind blowing, and I appreciate everybody for their support and their kind words, you know. So that's what just keeps me going, you know.
Nice. Yeah, I actually have your
that's what it
earrings
is.
on right now, so I'm like, oh, the ones that I got for my birthday. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have him on, so I'm gonna put him on today. You know, that's the first time I ever put
Nice.
him on. So I
Hell
was like, oh
yeah. I
okay. But
appreciate
yeah,
you.
those vests, those are pretty badass. Like I said, you know, we saw you out in Vegas, and you know the setup that you had out in Vegas was pretty cool because you know that the tailgate gets really packed. You know, the small space
Right.
there, but you were like way towards the end to where that was like the last thing a little bit that you saw. So that was like a good setup right there. And I know I already have a vest that I, you know, want to pick or that I have picked out already. I just gotta, you know, hook up with you and send you. So I mean, like, okay, when you custom make these vests, right? So people can like send you patches too, or now that you got a
Correct.
sewing
Correct.
machine, you know, so you go. I know you go
Yeah,
live and all
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. The more patches I get sent, the better the vest looks, and I mean, I don't know if you've seen mine. It's completely patched out. I mean, there's no room for any more patches in the front. So
Nice.
I'm making a new vest, which is a Raider Nation Club connected vest. You know, so it's pretty much hitting up a couple clubs that want to participate and handing me over a patch of theirs and making a unique vest that represents absolutely everybody.
Right? Yeah, that's kind of like what I was wanting to do, to have two vests, you know, have one custom made of mine and then have another vest with, you know, every like club that I was associated or who I started out with, you know. So, and have all their
Exactly.
patches and stuff like that, or just any other organization that I'm involved with or participated in. So, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, patches.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I love having my vest all patched out. I have to come to you to get some more patches put on there, man. But you know what? FYI, my birthday's at the end of the year, so
No.
just keep that in mind, all right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know where to find me.
But I don't need earrings. I don't need any earrings, okay?
I'll
No,
make it
it's cool.
special. I'll make it special. Don't worry.
Right?
Cool. No, I appreciate, you know, your generosity, man. Of course, we were just talking about the tailgate. You invited us in. You treated us well, and we definitely appreciate that, man. That's what Raider Nation's all about. You know, treating people with respect and courtesy and like family. You know. So with that being said, you know, we can go back. This is your first time on this channel, so why don't you tell us, you know, how you became a Raider fan, you know, and what, you know, maybe go into some of your favorite players and things like that.
Okay, it started off when I was 4 years old. I was handed my first Raider shirt on my birthday, and I remember not wanting to take it off and just wear it. I mean, even if I didn't understand, you know, what it was about, you know, and I remember on my own, not even anybody around me, because my dad was a big soccer player. Here and there, I would turn on the TV and just watch the Raiders play, you know. And after that, growing up, I got like out of it because I was getting into a little bit of trouble, and I forgot everything about sports or whatnot. And then finally, about maybe nine years now, I've been going at it strong again. I started picking up, you know, and from there, I just, you know, it was just started off with just watching in the house to coming out and going out, and then I would meet all kinds of people from everywhere, and I would get invited here and there, and as you can see now, I've grown a lot, and I'm basically all over the place now. I got, you know, clubs in Virginia that are inviting me over, which is freaking awesome, you know, and it just started off from there, you know. And I can't wait to see what's coming up next.
Well, what do
Yes,
you have
sir.
planned next? I mean, what you know, the football season's coming up, the draft at the end of this month, Hall of Fame. You know, we're gonna be celebrating Cliff going in, and then you know, week one's right around the corner from there. So, what plans do you have, Andy, as far as games and maybe some Raider Nation events that you're gonna attend?
Well, absolutely. I plan to attend as many games as I can. This year is going to be a little bit rocky because we are currently looking for a home. We just bid on a home just yesterday, so a little prayer on that, you know. So But yeah, we're going to Monterrey. We're going to the explosion. You're gonna catch me in most of the events that are gonna occur. And yeah, I'm just planning to attend as many as I can, just to have my daughter be part of it too. That's big, or my other kids as well. That's huge for me because I want them to grow up and see what the nation's all about, so they can pass it on to their kids too as well. But I plan to be as many places as possible in whatever time.
She's so cute. She's adorable. Your daughter. I remember when you sent in that video we had a dance contest that what was going on. So you sent in the video, and it was funny because you're sitting there, you're hey, and we're like dancing with her. It's like, oh shit, she's got some moves, man. Where'd she get those moves from?
Yeah. And she got them from her dad too.
Oh, okay.
That's what I say. I got all the moves too, man. No, it's great being a father, man, especially of a daughter. They change your life, your mindset, man. They change how you treat women, everything, dude. So, shout out to your daughter and your family too. Appreciate you them loaning you to us for this interview, man. Looking forward to meeting your daughter at some point. But you were just talking about the importance of taking family and things like that. But we're going to be going to the draft, together as a family. So we're excited about that because involving the children, yes, that's what teaches them to be Raider fans. And then if you're involved in the community, it also teaches them to be involved in the community. So I love involving our children. It's very fun.
And now that they're a little bit older now, this will be Ivan, my son Ivan. He's 11 years old. So this will be his first road trip, as a family that we're going down. And he's like, Mom, when am I going to go to Vegas with you? And I was like, well, I really don't want you on Fremont with me because Mama gets kind of crazy.
Not kinda.
So, but no, we'll make this, to where they can remember and not how embarrassing. I might embarrass him, yes, because,
we're going to embarrass him.
He loves to dance too, so, I mean, like I said, he's...
I know. I've seen videos.
Right?
He's a rapper too, no?
Oh,
well, yeah, he's trying to do this whole beatbox thing.
Raider 2 Chainz. That's the name I gave him.
Shout out.
Nice. All right. Yes, I mean, big shout out to, Kitty, your wife, beautiful wife. I love the purple hair. I think we've been to some events. I think the first time I saw you was in Madeira. I was doing a live video on, who was it? MC, was it Magic, or who was playing then? I think it was Magic Mike.
MC Magic. I always call him Magic.
I call him Magic Mike all the time. But MC Magic.
Yeah.
Remember, and I was sitting there and holding up the phone, and then I look over and y'all, Vanessa, and I'm all, Andy, so that was like the first time, So, yes. Yeah. And then, just kind of meeting you guys here and there and always hooking up, calling me and say, hey, where you at? Are you over here? So it's good that we all know each other like that, and get that phone call and just try to meet up and stuff.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, so how can Raider Nation find you? I know, all of your information is out there. I know I've shared a bunch of stuff as well to all the groups that I'm, involved with. So how can they find you?
So I'm on Instagram under Andy's Raider merch. You can check out all the stuff that I have. I have new things that haven't posted that are going to be coming out pretty soon as well. And you can also find me on Facebook under Andy M. Cervantes. And you can hit me up whenever, and I'll reply as soon as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much basically it.
All right, cool. Well, look at you. You're all special. We've got a lot of people in the chat line giving shout-outs to you. Shout-out to Andy from Raider Travis, from Izal, Speedy. So all the love and support from all the chat line there. Scotty Watty said, what's up, Andy? So
I don't even get shout-outs.
No. He's jealous. He's celoso over here. Celoso.
Damn. Hey, can I get some shout-outs, guys?
Hey, shout out homie.
Watch. Right, we'll check out the chat line. Hey, shout out to Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. What's up, Raider up, Vanessa?
Who's that jackass in a mask? Oh,
right.
All right, cool. We're coming up on the end of this interview, man. I appreciate you being a part of this channel, and we'll definitely find a way to get you back on here.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Raider Vanessa, shout out, and shout out Homer.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I got one.
It doesn't make, no.
I got one. Don't be mad. Now who's celosa? Huh?
I'm not celosa.
All right, cool. All right, brother.
Hey, Raider Nation all day, every day. That's what's
All right, Raiders.
Raiders.
All right, cool. All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, take care.
All right, Raider Nation, there we go. See, I'm getting a bald spot from hitting my head on the glass.
See, you start talking shit.
I wasn't talking shit.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You'll know when I'm talking
Oh,
shit.
I know. Shh, be quiet.
Don't get me going, see? All right, here we go. Look, see? My bald spot.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me cover you.
Cover
there.
it, cover it. Cover it. Let's see, I can fix it. Do we got a chat line to talk to? Maybe
yeah.
help me out a little bit.
Oh, see, now look at everybody's like, look at, okay, let me go back up here. So we've got Raider Travis, shout out to Andy. Raider Speedy was talking about my sons earlier because he was doing the bebopping and stuff, so they called him MC Slurps. Travis says, check out Andy's merch on Instagram. Shout out to Homer from Raider Travis.
Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
all right,
Thank you,
all
Travis. Thank you.
Speedy's like, oh, damn, he's all, what's up, Homer from Speedy. Shout
up,
out
bro?
to Vanessa from Raider Travis. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then, yeah, Speedy saying, Raiders. Is Zal still on the chat line? Travis is like, Homer got a hole in the head.
Oh, man.
Shit. There you go. Oh, goodness.
All right, cool. So, Raider Nation, that about wraps it up for tonight. We're going to get into our credits here pretty quick. Oh, wait. But first, that call will lead us into the 2-minute warning. All right, Raider Nation, here we go with this new segment, 2-minute warning here on Monday Nights Live. It's where I'm going to rant and rave about what I want to do, that about ranting and raving, right? So what I want to talk about is the car extension. That's what we put out there for y'all to talk about. I knew Derek Carr was going to get extended. For all of you that thought that he shouldn't be extended, just shut up already. You've been complaining the whole time, and for 9 years now, he's been proving you wrong. Derek Carr, from the last two regimes, has taken us to the playoffs. Yes, he hasn't gotten the win. We're going to get the win soon because it takes a little bit of stability within an organization to actually win championships, all right? It's not Derek Carr's fault that the defense gives up leads. Sometimes Derek Carr does fumble, but you know who else? He has a lot of turnovers, but you know who else had a lot of turnovers? Marcus Allen. Derek Carr would have won a championship with John Gruden. Instead, the NFL ruined that. But with this new regime, we can only hope that Derek Carr is going to win a Super Bowl, and I believe that he will. Especially with Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, and Josh Jacobs, and even Kenyon Drake in the backfield helping them out. And if this defense can play really well, man, we're definitely going to win the championship. So, what I'm going to say is don't get out there on social media and trash Derek Carr when he gets a new contract. Don't find ways that you can say, oh, well, he could get traded or he could get cut. Yes, they can do that. It's the NFL. Nothing is really guaranteed in the NFL. It's called not for long. But Derek Carr has gone against that, saying not for long, and has proven himself to be a long-time Raider, and he wants to continue to be a Raider. And so when he brings us that championship, I'm going to be the kind of fan that can say, I knew he was going to do it. All right, because Derek Carr has been a consummate Raider, all about being a Raider, and he even took less money to help other Raiders help him win. Derek Carr will take us back to the playoffs, and we will win a Super Bowl. Is there anything else you got to say to that, my love?
Just win, baby. Just win.
All right, and that's your 2-minute warning. All right. Whew.
What's wrong with you?
We started out the show a little rough. Rough.
Meow.
But then we kind of figured it out, I think, in the middle of it. We're working out how, we interview people together. First time we've ever done a show together. So thank you to all of our guests. Thank you to all the viewers. Please like the video if you haven't liked it yet. Share it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Tune in every Monday night until training camp starts. And then we will have new content for you. We're working on some shows with Raider Puppet, Oakland Raider Savage, Raider Ed Vanessa. Look, I know I keep saying this. I am working hard on bringing back Raider Nation music, but it takes time. I'm doing this for free. You know what I mean? So just give me a little bit of time, and I will provide you with more content. And hopefully Shalif is still available for that, because I'm looking forward to working out with 4Dub, or working with 4Dub. Oh, hey, and happy birthday to Aaron Chambers of 4Dub.
Yeah.
So, lots going on. Oh, music was brought to you by 4Dub. Not Big Mac this episode. I didn't get into the part. Like I said, it's been a rough episode. Alright, but we heard music from Namek, 4Dub, Raiderhead. Thank you to everybody that has allowed us to play their music. It's Monday Nights Live is sponsored by ChuckyStugs.com. And you know what? The softball tournament is closer and closer and closer. At the end of May, Memorial Day weekend, we will be able to help raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. And today, I'm happy to announce that One Nation will have a team in the tournament. That's right. JR60brands.com is now a sponsor of the Silver and Black softball tournament. Looking forward to having everybody come down. And you know what? We're going to try to grow this tournament and turn it into something big, nationwide, hopefully international. As you heard that Tavo Romanowski may be coming to Texas, or down there in Texas, to be a part of the softball tournament. So, whew.
Breathe. You okay? That just sounds weird. Don't do that. Because Speedy's in the chat line saying, what? Did you say 2 Minute Man? And you're over there breathing all crazy.
Come on, man. Tell him, baby. It's like 20 minutes sometimes.
Okay. Anyway, so chat line, Raider Travis. Change the subject. Oh, man. Anna Diaz is still in here, so I appreciate everybody in the chat line.
Hey, I'm a 2 minute man. You're a 1 minute man.
Oh, shit.
Yep, it's on now.
Oh,
1
Lord.
minute man. You better get some damn. I'm going to wheel your ass all over the place, right down the hill. Just whoop. See you.
No.
Oh,
well,
no?
he's already done that by himself, hitting the rails. He's
Well,
like
he'll
a
be okay
pinball.
then. He'll be fine. He can take it. He's good.
He's
good to
good.
go. All right. Homer's out of shape. Oh, man.
See?
I got
See?
the pear
See?
shape. I'm pretty shapely.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh? Okay, we're getting out of here now.
I'm
I
like,
think.
hold on. Wait a minute.
No
Suck it
overtime segment. Savage, you failed. This was another unplugged the cord episode.
Nothing's come through. Nothing.
Nope, that's
Oh,
it.
man.
Hopefully,
Okay,
I have
we
something for
tried.
next week. No big deal. All right, Raider Nation, we are out of here, and I'm looking forward to this show that's going to be coming on here pretty quick with my good friend Raider Demon King. So check this out.